Hello everyone! Welcome to today's English learning story. This is the inspiring journey of Aisha, a young woman who leaves her small hometown and steps into the busy life of a big city college. You'll follow her first day, the excitement, the nerves, the new friendships, and learn useful English phrases along the way. We'll also practice speaking together using a method called shadowing, where you listen and repeat natural sentences to improve your fluency and confidence. Are you ready to take your first step with Aisha? Let's begin. The air buzzed with excitement as the city awakened to another weekday morning. Honking cars, hurried footsteps, and the soft hum of subway trains beneath the pavement made up the rhythm of life in this giant metropolis. For most, it was just another day, but for Aisha, it was the first page of a brand new chapter. She stood at the corner of 7th Avenue, gripping the strap of her canvas bag as if it were an anchor. In it, she carried a notebook, 2 pens, a bottle of water, and a heart full of dreams. Her eyes scanned the towering buildings and crowds of strangers, and for a moment, doubt crept in. But she took a deep breath and whispered to herself, one step at a time. Aisha had grown up in a quiet coastal town where everyone knew each other. Coming to the city for college was her biggest leap yet. She remembered the tearful goodbye with her parents just 2 days ago. Her mother's hug had felt like home, and her father's words still echoed in her ears. Be brave. You were meant for this. Now, walking toward the campus gates of Riverstone University, Aisha felt like a tiny fish in a vast ocean. Students bustled past her, laughing, chattering, tapping away on their phones. She adjusted her scarf and kept walking. The modern glass buildings rose like monuments to the future. A large banner read, "Welcome new students." Below it, volunteers handed out campus maps and small tote bags. Aisha took one gratefully and stood to the side to look at the map. Lost already? A friendly voice asked. She turned to see a girl with curly hair and glasses smiling at her. A little, Aisha admitted. I'm Mia. First year too? Yes, I'm Aisha. Well, come on then, Mia said, looping her arm through Aisha's. Let's get lost together. They both laughed, and just like that, Aisha felt a little lighter. Their first stop was the orientation session in the grand lecture hall. Hundreds of students filled the room, and Aisha clutched her tote bag tightly. The dean welcomed them with a speech that was both inspiring and comforting. He ended with a quote, "College isn't just about learning facts, it's about learning who you are." As they moved to the next event, Aisha found herself surrounded by students from all over the world. Some spoke with accents, some wore different clothes, some seemed completely at ease. For a moment, she felt like she didn't belong, but Mia nudged her and whispered, "You're not the only one feeling nervous." Aisha smiled. That small comment made a big difference. Later that day, they toured the library, the art center, and the cafeteria. In the cafeteria, Aisha ordered tea. The cashier smiled. First day? Yes, is it that obvious? You all glowed differently, the cashier joked. After lunch, Mia had to go meet her roommate. Aisha wandered through the gardens near the dormitories. She found a bench under a tree and sat down. She watched 2 squirrels chase each other and breathed in the scent of flowers. This was the first quiet moment she had since arriving in the city. She pulled out her notebook and began to write. Dear me, you made it. You got through the first half of the day, you smiled, you made a friend, and maybe you belong here more than you think. As she wrote, a light breeze lifted the page and she smiled. Just then, her phone buzzed. A message from Mia. Want to meet at the student lounge later? Aisha replied with a simple yes. At the student lounge, they met 2 more girls, Priya, an engineering major from Mumbai, and Lena, a dancer from Spain. The 4 quickly bonded over their awkward introductions and mutual love for hot chocolate. They played a silly icebreaker game where they had to say one embarrassing fact about themselves. My voice cracks when I'm nervous, Aisha confessed. Mine too, Mia said. They all laughed. Later, Lena asked, "Why did you choose this college?" Aisha paused, then said, "Because I wanted to find out who I could become. Back home, everything was planned. Here, it's wide open." Everyone nodded. That night, back in her dorm room, Aisha sat by the window. The city lights blinked like stars flipped upside down. She whispered, "Thank you for today." The next morning, Aisha woke before her alarm. She picked out her outfit carefully and stood a little taller. She still felt nervous, but now it was paired with something stronger: hope. On her way to her first class, she passed a street musician playing a soft melody. She paused, took a breath, and smiled. She had once feared the unknown, but now the unknown was where her story was unfolding. Aisha walked into the lecture hall, sat in the middle row, and opened her notebook. On the first line, she wrote, "Day 1. I showed up, I listened, I learned, and I'm still learning." English phrases in context. One step at a time. Don't rush, take things slowly. Get lost together. To explore without pressure or fear. Made a big difference. Something small that changed how she felt. You glowed differently. A fun phrase to describe someone shining with excitement. The unknown was where her story was unfolding. The future holds endless possibilities. Shadowing practice. Repeat after me. Hi, I'm Aisha. It's my first day. Let's get lost together. I wanted to find out who I could become. You glowed differently. Day 1. I showed up, I listened, I learned, and I'm still learning. Final thoughts. Aisha's first day was not perfect, but it was real. It was filled with emotions, new faces, small wins, and quiet courage. That's what makes beginnings beautiful. And like Aisha, all English learners are starting somewhere. Every word, every conversation, every new phrase you try is a step forward. So take it one step at a time. You belong here.